Good morning to all of God's people, and welcome to Lee Heights Community Church. Lee Heights Community Church is a multi-ethnic, multi-racial community of followers of Christ called to glorify God by advocating peace and justice in our community and the world, where people of all faiths are invited, welcome, loved, and accepted. Today is March 14, and welcome to the Sunday morning worship experience. So what's happening at Lee Heights?
Lee Heights Church Council meeting will be held today, March 14th, at 1 o'clock p.m. via Zoom. The Vernon Helen Scholarship Fund invites all high school seniors who are members of Lee Heights or the children of members to write an essay on the topic, How Jesus Changed My Life. All writers of serious and positive essays will receive a $100 scholarship for entering, and the winner will receive a scholarship of $2,000. All entries shall be emailed to leeheights@juno.com by Sunday, March the 28th.
Minister Alliances of Churches Lenten services will be Thursday, March 18 at 7 p.m. Reverend Dr. James Quincy III, pastor of Lee Road Baptist Church, will be the speaker on Thursday, March 18. All services will be available on Facebook Live, and offering will be taken for the Lee Miles Hunger Center.
Lee Heights Community Church presents Women at the Cross on Sunday, March the 28th at 3 o'clock p.m. via the social media platforms. 3 dynamic women preachers will offer messages for the Lenten season that calls upon each of us to be witnesses of the power of Jesus Christ. We welcome the following: Reverend Clotia Mack, Reverend Lisa Martin, and Reverend Dr. Rosalind Young. The pandemic in 2021 has presented a new opportunity for building ministry at Lee Heights. As we found ourselves thinking out of the box, we realized that God has called us to preach the word inside and outside of the church. For during this season of the pandemic, the virtual church has been birthed and has taken on a role in the church as a viable ministry. As we begin to move forward in 2021, as a church, we will need to reflect upon our ministries as well as to develop new ones. The virtual church has blossomed during this time, and therefore we welcome others to come and bring their gifts as a way to serve the church, to preach the gospel, and to personally grow in one's faith walk and in this ministry. We are looking for ministry team members to volunteer and assist with furthering that footprint and the ministry of the media ministry. Are you interested in learning or bringing your gifts in the form of the following volunteer positions: editor, graphic designer, live director, sound technician, general team member, writer, photographer.
If you are sick or know of a Lee Heights member who is sick at home or in the hospital, please contact the church office at 216-581-2448 so we may add them to our prayer list. Please leave detailed information such as, is the person home, in the hospital, which hospital. Thank you.
In an effort to demonstrate love for your neighbor and to be considerate of the needs of others, it is our prayer that as a church we are sensitive to individual circumstances and those that we come in contact with, even when we're coming into the church. For although the physical doors of the church are closed, let us be mindful to wear a mask and practice safe and healthy habits inside and outside of the church, even if we're just simply dropping off a package or picking up our mail. Thank you for your cooperation and being a carrier of God's love. Please continue to stay in touch with our brothers and sisters of Lee Heights for a phone call or a thinking of you card or an email or text goes a long way in lifting a person's spirit and just letting them know that you care. Let us continue to give God the praise and the glory throughout this week and embrace the message found in 1 Thessalonians 5:11 when it says, "Therefore encourage one another and build each other up." Have a good week.